Hello everyone. I'm not feeling very good today. My own thoughts and my mind are getting to me. I tried going to sleep, but I guess not today. Maybe a little bit later I'll take a break.
Ну что-то делаешь. Ага, теперь должно быть лучше. Как там в Таркове дела? А были бы лучше, если бы ты не отдал кейс. Ладно, думаю, ты и так осознал, что поступил тупо. Надеюсь, еще ты понял, что кейс надо вернуть. Очень просто. Первый шаг — поболтать с прапором, а дальше — по ситуации. Еще поговорим.
I hope everyone's doing better than me today. Gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I hope everyone is well, seated, fed, enjoying their lives, their time. I'm quite tired myself, but I guess I keep having kind of like these nightmares where I'm just reliving the same thing over and over and over again. The worst part of my life that's ever happened to me. I feel like sometimes I'm ready just to give up. And I don't want to keep going. I want to live my life and have to live the day-to-day humdrum of what life is supposed to be, supposedly. I'm so tired, everyone. I'm tired of life kicking me in the ass. I'm tired of my own subconscious playing games on me. being who I want to be. I'm tired of running away from my problems. I'm tired of not feeling like I can run away from my problems when I want to. Tired of feeling useless, ignored, unloved, not special. Tired of the same old bullshit that we live through every single day. I'm tired of pulling myself up by my bootstraps and being a man. Tired of feeling like I have no choice. Tired of feeling like I'm doing everything wrong even though everyone tells me I'm doing the right thing. Tired of turning the other cheek. Tired of being the good person. Yet I don't want to be bad either. Tired of feeling unwanted. Tired of feeling like I have nobody to talk to other than someone I have to pay. Tired of complaining. Tired of feeling like I'm hopeless. I think I'm just tired of feeling it all. Tired of hope. I'm tired of being tired. wishing there was something better when there's obviously nothing. Tired of loving someone, or caring about someone who doesn't care about me. Tired of hating myself. Tired of hating my life. I'm tired of the feeling of constantly wanting something more. I'm never gonna get it. Tired of being the only person that I know actually wants to change. I'm tired of being someone. Especially someone I'm not. I want to live a life where I feel like I've succeeded. Where I feel like I'm winning. Not even so much winning, just feel like I'm doing okay for myself, for my family, my friends that actually care. I want to feel like I'm doing something with my life. No matter what I do, it always seems it seems unrealistic. It feels forced, it feels fake. It feels like every time I try, I just feel like I'm constantly being set up to fail. And I don't think we should have to deal with that as a society. At least not a society that wants others to do better. Wants others to succeed. Wants people to have the best life they can possibly live without feeling like they're just a waste. When is there ever a time we get to relax? We actually get to calm down, get some perspective. Feel like we're actually able to do things and have time for people, the things we want and love. Everyone says it gets better. I don't think I've really seen anything get better. And I'm from the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. Grew up with Disney. Had my own hand put through the system. Lived with both silver and brass spoon. I felt the sting of loss and love, setback. It doesn't feel good. It honestly feels like absolute garbage. Wondering if anything you do will actually be good enough. Is the things I do good enough? Do we suffer for a reason? Is that reason logical? Does it make sense? Do I deserve this? Does anybody deserve it? What gives us the right to say specific things are deserved and what's not? What makes us human? What makes us think and strive for the next best thing? And if we really got everything we wanted, would we even feel as though we succeeded in life? Or would it just be another goal that we have to set for ourselves, the next best thing? What makes us even want it in the first place? Jealousy? Hate? Lust? Why do we have war? Why do we have mistrust? Why doesn't everyone just tell the truth and say how they really feel? What they really want? What makes anyone better than anyone else? I'm not talking about skill or the ability to do things in a better, faster manner than someone else. I'm talking honest to goodness. Like feelings of success, or I don't think I'm putting it right. the feeling of satisfaction. The feeling of having something and knowing that something isn't gonna go away, or that something will never stop being what it is. I'm probably just rambling on, being a crackpot, but it's an honest question. How can one want, yet feel as though those wants are warranted? I guess you could say. How do we know that we've succeeded? How do we know we failed? How come we live in a society where everything we do is based off of what? The feeling that we're okay. Feeling like, once again, like we've done right. How do we know we're even doing anything right in the first place? How do I know I'm not just some sort of speck floating through this galaxy on this world in this solar system, just drifting along, hoping we don't get taken out by a solar flare, not even knowing what could be out there, what more there is. I mean, is there more? Is everyone just in on it? I mean, I'd like to think not. I'd like to think there's more to this, or this planet, more to this Earth. More to living. I'd like to think. I'd like to think a lot of things. I'd like to be so set in my ways that nothing would change them. But how could I? What am I supposed to do when nothing makes sense anymore? What am I supposed to do when everything just doesn't fall into place anymore? What am I supposed to do when I feel like I've lost all hope and I have no one to turn to? And the clock keeps on ticking. What am I supposed to do when all my friends abandon me? we know when we're done? Like really, really done. Well, I don't think I'm done. I'm just done trying. I don't really want to keep going. And I'm not talking about streaming. No, I love doing this. Talking about the day-to-day, the current, everything and in between. The fakeness of everyone else. Living their lives, pretending they know what's going on. I mean, I don't even know what's going on anymore. But I have to keep pretending. I have to keep faking it till I make it. Right? I have to keep filling out the survey and making sure I'm mentally all there. Yay. What if I don't want to be mentally all there? What if I'm okay with being a little crazy or over the top? What if I'm okay with not being okay, I guess? I mean, is it okay to feel as though you're not okay? I know people would say, yes, absolutely. It's always okay to not feel okay. But how come I'm always striving for that feeling of I'm doing good, nothing's wrong? When everything's obviously wrong. There's so much that's wrong. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people. A lot of people every day struggling just to find the words to say how they feel. To look at their friends, family, spouse, and go, yeah, this is fine. And they keep going. Not because so much that they want to, but I feel almost as though they need to. Because what if I just gave up today? Never streamed again? Never got up out of bed again? Never said I love you to my family? Never felt I made a difference, so why try? I mean, I think it's important to at least feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to really feel, actually. I just can't get over it. Can't get over the feeling that, like, I mean nothing. And I know I honestly mean nothing. In the grand scheme of everything, we all go to dust and ash. I mean, am I worth it? Was anything or anyone actually worth it at all? I've talked about this before. Sometimes I honestly feel like it's really just not worth it. Nothing is. And then there are other times where I feel everything's worth it. And everything's worth a shot. Everything's worth a try. Everything's worth experiencing at least once. Love, heartbreak, pain, loss, gain. I know I can't be the only one who feels this. I don't know. Take it from a crazy guy who's fucked up in his life so much. You don't want to be me. You don't want to fuck up. You don't want to feel as though you're a burden. But everything you do will usually lead you to one of those eventualities. And I really wish it didn't. I do wish that I was able to just silence all my pain and anger, my frustrations, pretend they don't exist. But they do. God damn, do I wish they didn't. How do you escape the never-ending feeling of you're always doing something wrong and nothing will ever be right? Is that just humans? Does everyone feel that? How do we know that my red is the same as your red? How do we know my blue is the same as your blue? don't. We just aimlessly hope it does. Why do we do that as humans? We all know of pain and human suffering. How do we, as a human race, let things get so skewed? Like, why do we have race, religion, war? Why is it money that we need to do things? Why is it that we can't all just come together? Come together. Band together. And just do it. Like, there doesn't have to be starving people in Africa or Japan or America or, Europe, there doesn't have to be. We have all the means and all the tools to solve all these problems. Yet, we don't. We need to desalinate the ocean and we can create power. Well, why don't we? It costs too much money. Well, fuck the money. Just do it. Well, then someone's getting used and not getting something, to pay or compensated for their time and efforts. Wouldn't the betterment of the entire human race be that? The want, the effort? Is it really that bad that we destroy our own ecosystem, our environment that we live in? Because we don't want to make a car that runs off of what? Burning oxygen or desalinating water or like, what's the point? I mean, we made roads. What are roads? Why do we all have to drive cars? Why is that the standard? I mean, I get airplanes. And I get the need and necessity and how awesome they are. But like, again, all the fossil fuels that come from it. What are we gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about, diseases and people going crazy, the mental health crisis and all over the world? Like, how do we solve that? How do we go about just being better as a race, a human race, instead of what we have now, which is the status quo, which sucks. And that status quo is just go along your day, nothing's wrong until something's wrong with you. And even then, no one's really there to help or care. What happens then? I mean, do we give up? Like how I wanted to give up before? Do we lay down and just rot away? I mean, is rotting away really the thing to do? I mean, I don't really want to rot away. But I also can't bring myself to try. And any trying I do, I know isn't worth it, because if I try, someone's gonna come right along and take that trying and ruin it for their own beneficial gain or sick pleasure. How do we stop that from happening? How do we stop an entire generation of people from just doing what they've always done? How do we get people to just start doing things right, I guess you could say? Or how do we convince each other that what we're doing is wrong? I mean, all very valid, fair questions. But is there really an answer? Is there an answer that's worth actually going and looking at and going, I think this one is the right and correct one? Or are we all just fooling ourselves into thinking that we're so far gone, might as well keep going with what we're doing? I would like to think we're not, but there's so much that points to that we are. We're already fucked. Boy, do I see it. Boy, do I see the way that we treat each other. How we treat our old, how our young are raised. What do we do when our young aren't there anymore? When we have no one to help us? Those are some questions that I would like answered. And I know I'm not going to get the answer from them because I'm not insane. I know exactly what the answers are, and it's all situational based. But do I wish, oh, do I wish we could just solve them all? Because we have the means, we have the know-how. We just don't do it. And all for what? Money? Time and effort? Compensation? I know I'm asking a lot. A lot of people out there that would see this and go, oh, one man's utopia is another man's dystopia. And you know, I could agree. Like I said, all situationally based. But at what point do we stop and take a look at everything going on in the bigger picture and go, okay, this needs to change. This needs to be different somehow in a way that everyone, or at least the majority, would say, I'm willing to put up with this, or I'm willing to go through this. Is there ever going to be a time when we as a society finally feel the need to put all of our petty differences behind us? And just work to better the human race as a whole? Fuck prejudice. Fuck skin color, race, all that dumb shit that means nothing. Why can't we all just, I don't know, get along? Not have to kill the next person, you know, in line to somehow make things the way you want them to be? I mean, that's how it's been for so long. Why not continue, right? Why change the status quo? There's got to be something more to life than what we're currently doing. And I don't know what that is, but damn, do I sure as hell wish I could find it. This lost meaning, this, I can't say nirvana or Shangri-La or heaven, perfect utopia. Like, I know it doesn't exist. But god damn it, why can't it? I think we would be so good as a society that puts all of its differences aside and just realizes that we're not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. Our moms, our dads, our uncles, our cousins. That one neighbor that's been around the block a couple times. None of us are going to be here. And it's almost as though all of us just go along our days. Even me, I'm guilty of it. Just going through our days, not really caring. And I wouldn't say it's not because we don't care. I almost want to say it's because we don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to go my day by day worrying whether a solar flare is going to hit us or whether or not the next president's going to be someone who I want it to be. Whether or not the rainforest is going to last another year. Whether or not prices for RAM sticks and GPUs are going to go down ever. I don't want to worry about any of that. And I know worrying about it too much can lead to a lot of bad things such as mental state and depression. I don't know. I don't think anyone should ever have to deal with things that I know as a society, as a human race, we could literally just end. We can stop it. Put it all aside. Who cares? I don't care if you don't like the color of this person's skin. I don't care if you don't like the religion or you love it. What I care about is whether or not you're willing to go that extra mile for your fellow human being, who, mind you, probably wouldn't go that extra mile for you. And knowing that, most people would choose to not do it. I mean, I know I wouldn't. I'd say fuck you. If this person doesn't care about me, wants anything to do with me, they can go to hell for all I care. Do I really want them to go to hell? No, not really. Do I care? Yeah, kinda do. Do I have the right to not care? As much as anybody else. But I think what really makes the person, what makes them good, is even their willingness to care at least enough to do something, even for the people that they know wouldn't do the same for them. I think everyone deserves a shot, and everyone deserves at least a little bit of forgiveness, trust. There are not a lot of people out there that really deserve it. Hell, I don't even think I honestly deserve it, all of it. But I know for a fact that there's some people out there that I know deserve some sort of love and trust that I know they're not getting. I mean, I've already had my time. I'm 30 years old. I've wasted my life on video games, smoking weed when I was younger. Not living my life up to its fullest. And I know people will be out there. You can't let that stop you. You can't let that get you down. It's not the end. And they're right. I need to keep going. Not for my sake, but for others that I care about. And I think I can do it. I know I don't want to. But then again, maybe it's not so much I don't want to. It's just the fact that I wish it was easier and I didn't have to put in as much effort. But nothing we do is ever easy, right? I mean, that's what I hear. Nothing will ever be easy. Because if everything was just handed to us, what would be there to appreciate it? See, I'm going back to my original argument. If it were easy, what would there be to appreciate? I don't know. I kind of don't want to know. I kind of wish I could just be ignorant to everything. I know for a fact I'm not ignorant to everything, though. And I wish I had a life that was super exciting and everyone loved me and I could do no wrong. I wish everyone would love me and I could do no wrong and everything was right in the world. But that just doesn't happen. There are far too many things that we can't control. God damn, do I wish we could control it. You know, I love life, and I hate it all the same. Everything's changing all the time. And there's going to be so many people out there that are just going to tell you the same thing. It gets better. And you know what? I don't want to be that guy, but it really fucking doesn't. It only just gets worse. We get older, our eyesight goes, our brain goes, our thoughts, our memories. Hell, even the people we love. But not a damn day goes by that I wouldn't take up the opportunity to be immortal. Now let me tell you why I feel that I wouldn't refuse being immortal. Now granted, I would like biological immortality. You know, if someone shoots me or, you know, I fall off a cliff, you know, I'll die. Or I get sick, I'll die. You know, I would love immortality. And the reason being is because I would love to feel and experience every single experience there is to be human. Feeling love, loss, finding love again, meeting new people, seeing everyone for who they are and what they do in life, and hearing everyone's story. Seeing us travel the stars, seeing us colonize a new planet, seeing us being able to fucking actually put our differences aside, and eventually getting that utopia-esque society that I wish we could have, even now, but we're just not there. Now, there are other people out there who would say, I would hate to be immortal. And, you know, I don't blame you. I don't blame those people at all. It would be hard to be immortal. The constant loss, the constant misery, the constant fear. I know a lot of people wouldn't want to do it at all. And you know, I get it. Generic store, PMCs. I just wish others could feel how I feel, or know how others feel in a way. It's hard to go about my day and not think of every last little thing that might be going through someone's mind. I think we're all good people. I think how we're raised and how we go through life really tells a lot for a person's character. Like, I don't ever want to sit here and judge someone else for liking something or even disliking something. It's not how we should be as humans. I think as human beings, we have a responsibility to overcome our challenges, our fears. And as hard as it is to do those things, and no matter how much we want to give up and let go, let someone else handle it, I think we're running out of time. I think we're running out of people who care. I think we're running out of people who actually know how to do these things. Ow. I mean, I'm seeing the dumbing down of our society. And it's not so much dumbing down. It's the fact that we have so much information right at our fingertips every day and have so much stuff coming at us that I don't think we have to memorize things or make a skill out of something or do things like that. It's not something that we do anymore. If I want to know how to replace my window, I go to Google. I check a YouTube video and I follow it step by step. And I can make a good window. But there was someone out there who didn't have YouTube, who had to be shown and taught in person and do all these things, learn these skills that I'm definitely not going to learn. All I did was watch a video, did it myself, and now I can kind of teach somebody. But this person went to school. They spent years learning their craft, and I did it in a couple hours with a little bit of know-how and the want. And I'll probably never do it again. I mean, there's nothing bad about that, per se, but I wouldn't say it's all good either. Christ. I know this bastard went in here. Holy shit. What did I walk into?
Enemy frag.
Ah! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Holy shit. Okay. I think it's time to reload.
Пацаны, окружение!
Ooh. AA-12. Slick. We've got, ooh, tier 6. Mhm.
Рончик, пипец тебе, служивый! Яй, как!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Cool. Yeah. BT, yeah. Nothing matters until you get rushed by Killa. Of course, he's nowhere to be found until right when you turn away. Excuse me. Hello, everyone. Oh, welcome back. Going back to interchange. Got my ass blasted by Killa. You know, just normal stuff. Classic. Maybe after I get these interchange runs done, I'll try going to bed again. But I just had to come and complain online about everything that bothered me in life, how everything's going. I miss my childhood, even though it was bad. And I went through the foster care system and everything like that. Games and life just felt so much more colorful, I guess you could say. Eventful. Fulfilling. I wonder if there's anyone else out there that feels pretty much the same I do. Jesus Christ, you run out of a lot of energy when you're wearing these dumbass masks. I'm not feeling all mentally there today. I think I need a mental health break. Everything's just coming down on me all at once. It's never when we're the most prepared for it, is it? Well, they definitely know I'm here if they didn't.
Замеса, что ли?
So I need to find a vertex. Eliminate 5 people in one raid. That's easy. It's hard as making it out. Sugar.
Вали кепку!
Well, I definitely hit that guy.
О, вижу их!
Hope to God that's not Killa again. Probably is. Please don't be in here. Ooh. I hear someone coming. God, just getting killed by Killa just really turned me into a little bitch. And again, I've been dying. Jesus Christ. Fucking behind me? I guess I am wearing big old fat helmet.
Вон, вон, вон!
Oh, that's 5. Where's my exit? Thank you for whoever was watching. Alright. Get our fucking arm healed back up. Okay. Uh-oh. All right. Are we really not done healing? Hope to God he isn't over here. Oh well. Let's get her. Easy. I'm just doing a quick shopping episode. Yeah, I think that'll be it for me tonight. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more sleep. Thank you for coming and watching for the 2.5 hours. I think I'm gonna try to get some sleep, rest my mental health. I just wanted to come to the internet and share it with you guys. Share my thoughts, what's going on in my life, things like that. So I really hope everyone is having a wonderful day, you know, better than my day at least. Well, my day's just starting, but I hope everyone is well rested, and I'm going to try to get well rested myself. But I don't know how well that's gonna go, so I'll be back on. I just don't know when. Maybe around noon, 2 p.m. I don't know. Really depends on how long I sleep. So I'm not doing too great today. But we'll see how I am after a nice nap. So thank you for joining me. Thanks for listening to my rant and all that good stuff about society and what's worth it and why don't we all just come together. So I appreciate everyone's views, comments, any subscriptions. I subscribe to everyone who subscribes to me. My Discord is in a link tree in my profile, so if you'd like to join my Discord, go ahead and join that. We'll make sure to get you signed up, and everyone have a good morning.